I wanted to get off of it, but I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't strong enough.
Right.
And that's just being honest. And I prayed to get off of it, and 2 weeks later, I was in jail.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
You mentioned PCP.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you was indulging in PCP, right? Did you ever get stuck?
No, I got stuck all the time. Yeah, I got stuck all the time.
What did you do to get out of that? Because I've seen, some
wait till my high go down, or wait till I gain my wits about it. Ain't wasn't nothing that as far as me, that drug takes you on a trip sometime. Sometimes you can smoke and be just fine. I just told Jay earlier before y'all came, the first time I ever smoked a Sherm was right here in Dallas. Right. 1996 Super Bowl weekend. Came to Dallas. Dallas was spooky. It was empty. We had rolled up. It was three blood cats. I knew they were Bloods because they had red bandanas on, and it's a high school. And when they see, we rolled up and we trying to find where the drugs at. And we jumping out the car, hey, and they just took off running. One of them stopped. And we were like, man, what's wrong with them? He like, man, don't worry about them. And he told us where to find it at. And we went, and I got out the car because, and went to go get it because I ain't scared of my own people.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the first time I had ever even seen it in Sherm form with tobacco, because when he had it in black tape, wrapped up with black tape, and I was like, man, what is that? Because I'm thinking he on some slick. But when he unwrapped it, I was like, yeah, that's it right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the first time I ever smoked a Sherman. My partner, Pitbull, he lost it. And it was a hell of an adventure. I told that story on Donnie Houston podcast before, though. But yeah, I used to get stuck. I didn't have my moments. Running down the street, buck naked, all that shit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like I seen, people get hit with it. I've got laced with it, you know what I'm saying? And had to shake back. My question to you is, what would you tell someone that can't shake back if you were talking?
Man, that's a cold boy. One thing about y'all, boy, y'all ask some good questions, man. Y'all really do. Even though they be all over the place, you know what I'm saying. But they good questions, and that, in a sense, that's good because you kind of keep you on your toes. But if you can't shake back, because I was at that point to where that's my drug of choice, and I couldn't. That's the only drug I could smoke weed. I don't have to smoke weed for 2 years. I could have a drink. I ain't got a drink for, I could pop a handlebar and don't, but that if I hit PCP one time,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, let me hit that once. Yeah. Let me hit it one more time.
Right. So, like, let's say a nigga never smoked and got hit with a lace blunt. How bad would it be for that person?
I don't know. It depends.
That happened to me. That's all.
Yeah. I know, but it's different for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. What would you say?
I really can't. It could, for anything from hallucinations to thoughts of grandeur to he might be chilling. Right. It just depends on how he reacts to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can smoke all day and chill. Go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, drink a cold glass of water, and trip the fuck out.
So let me ask you this. Like, I feel like there's a few drugs where if I see my nigga Rook doing, I'm calling his mama. Is Sherm one of them drugs? Like a nigga should just be like, all right, we gonna bypass all the real nigga rules. We go to that.
His mama probably gonna say, don't call me, don't bring it over here. Yeah, don't bring it over here, man. Cause just if he ain't tripping, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? But if he tripping, he just gotta go through that trip.
Tookie Williams said that he used PCP for pre-workout.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy because you feel no pain.
Right.
Yeah, you feel no pain on it whatsoever. So, but to keep his focus working out, is amazing. It's hard for me to imagine that because California PCP is different than every other PCP, and that's where they cook it at. That's where by the time they get to Houston, they'll cut it. You cut it with brake fluid or roach spray.
Brake fluid.
Yeah, brake fluid. A lot of people think PCP is embalming fluid. You can cut it with embalming fluid. It's not an ingredient in PCP. It's but embalming fluid is not an ingredient in PCP. You could use it as a cutting agent.
Yeah. What is it about PCP that'll make you want to decapitate someone or eat them? Like,
ain't nobody ever. That's that bath salt. Ain't nobody ever ate nobody on no PCP.
There was a story.
PCP will make you dive off a building head first. It make you believe you can fly. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna make you eat. It made me get buck naked 5 times.
So there was a story that I've always heard about a man named Big Lurch.
He was on bath salt, wasn't he?
They said it was PCP.
It said PCP. He probably was on everything.
He was PCP. I know the story. Goop, cause ain't he from California? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause I think shout out to my homeboy Gooch. I think Gooch know him. Me and Gooch talked about him about 4-5 months ago. But yeah, so that was just his thing. Yeah. I ain't never had the urge to eat a motherfucker. I might, eat a bitch pussy.
Right. So that's a tall tale that you can get.
No, it's not. Well, his experience. I'm not saying it was a tall tale.
So you've never had a killer instinct.
Oh, well, I don't even need PCP to have a killer instinct, my nigga. But yeah, but I had one of my most personally embarrassing moments, and nobody know. I think I possibly said it once on a podcast. Possibly, I think I have. But but it's known for making you have suicidal thoughts, and I tried to kill myself on it one time, and that was when I was battling with it, when I wanted to get off of it, but I couldn't because it had a hold on me. And, I probably had the weakest suicide attempt ever in the history of suicide. I tried to hold my breath till I died. That shit was weak as hell.
Yeah, because you can't do that, right?
Yeah.
It's just physically impossible.
But I sat right there and held it until I started breathing again.
So when you start breathing again, what was your immediate first thought?
I was high. I was like, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, I was high. That shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, and then somebody happened to knock on the door.
That's crazy.
Somebody knocked on my door, and I got up, and who was it? I can't even remember who it was. It was late night too. I was tripping. Yeah, I was tripping, but I wanted to get off of it, but I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't strong enough.
Right.
And that's just being honest. And I prayed to get off of it, and 2 weeks later, I was in jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you ever reflect on, like, what if that attempt would have went through? Do you ever, like,
if I would have held my breath till I died,
and it would have died? Do you ever reflect to say what would have happened after that? What do you think would have
that would have been a hell of a legacy. Because the coroner report, they be like,
he did the impossible.
Yeah, because I don't know if the body reacts, like showing that you were suffocated or what, or if a coroner can actually look and be like, he held his breath till he died. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want nobody to put that in my obituary or nothing. Like, that's weak as hell. Yeah, that's weak.
Yeah,
that's weak.
Yeah.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.